Still think you can win this?
I don't think. I know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the finals of this Ironclad Finals. We are on Toronto Coastline, and today joining me is Mr. Fancy Josh. How are you doing, my dear friend?
I'm very, very excited about a high-level tournament game on Toronto Coastline. This is one of my favorite maps to spectate just because of how much fuel there is and the dangerous retreat paths we might be seeing. So very much looking forward to this game.
Yeah, so we have Reakly with deck, starting with a bike and a Palm Grenadier. Picking right away Panzerjäger Command. On the other side, we have Mr. Tushkan as the USF going straight for Spec Ops with Weasel. So
Yeah, so oh, go ahead.
No, you.
Well, I was about to talk about the fact that I believe that Tushkan has been playing primarily USF throughout this tournament, and Wehrmacht as well. So I honestly, I think Reakly's been doing the same thing as far as USF. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on why these folks might be picking that faction.
Well, I think USF is currently the best allied 1v1 faction. Brits kinda lost some tempo with the last patch in 1v1. I can't even remember what were the changes, but it kind of fell off. I'm surprised to see Deck though. Like Deck was pretty hard in the last patch with the loss of the HP bonus from emergency repair kits, which made the flag way more squishy. So I'm really surprised to see Deck over here, but I'm always in for some Deck 1v1 action.
Well, unlocking in that Panzerjäger Command battle group pretty much straight away. No surprise from the special operations from Tushkan. But, yeah, I mean, pretty meta choices, I would say, here. I'm just going to throw out there that I'd love to see an elephant this game. We'll see if Reakly ends up doing that. It's a good map for it, if you ask me.
You could contest the middle with it, right? Like, you don't have to move much, and you can cover the whole middle area with it.
Yep, exactly.
So far, not much is going on. Both players are capping kind of on their respective sides, or avoiding each other. But first shots have been fired, but no real damage has been made. It's always an interesting question. Like, which faction really wants to avoid fighting in the early game? Where you want to avoid taking any manpower losses, so you can speed up your tech. Deck is expensive, right? So if you're not fighting, you're not losing manpower. But
yeah, and Reakly's playing very cautiously. I mean, we just saw him trying to get some mines down there. He's holding back Panzer Grenadiers, kind of waiting to see where his opponent's going to show up. And a big rifleman move up through the center here, so we're going to see a big old brawl.
Yeah. Reakly is a nice position, though. Two riflemen are pushing on the 10-pointer. Bike will go down. Early nades from Tushkan paid off. Gets the bike. Full retreat now from Reakly. Will might even lose the Panzer Pioneer.
Man, that was such early grenade. It was so early that I didn't even see it in the tech at the bottom there. That was a very early grenade, and it definitely caught Reakly by surprise. And an MG34? Wow.
Definitely
Okay.
an interesting choice.
So, my current working theory, and, take it with a grain of salt, but I think that DAC infantry might actually be better than DAC vehicles right now just because of that emergency repairs change. So, I'm not really... this MG34 is throwing me for a loop, man.
Yeah, but you see it so rare. But it might get the Weasel. Nope. Smoke saves the day. Good
so, what's next here?
Well, Reakly tech quad. Even though he lost the first engagement, he didn't lose much map control, which means quad or flag might be not delayed too much.
And that's kind of the nature of this map. I mean, USF's going to be really happy about all these munitions that they're controlling. But Reakly's not going to be super sad unless he loses this top fuel point, which he's about to. But he's getting a cheeky mine on the bottom side.
He even microed that he went the long path, so he does not reveal himself. He wants to get the mine down first. Maybe he tries to bait the Weasel.
And
super interesting.
Yeah. He's going to get his fuel back, so not much lost here. But with all these munitions, I mean, we could see quick bars here potentially. Quick double bars, I should say. A little bit of quiet.
Yeah, I need to turn up my volume, but it's already at maximum, so
Don't blow out your ears.
it needs to be turned up on OBS and or on the side of Discord. The in-game sound. Alright, technical difficulties. Where's the audio? I'm already at the audio tab. Oh. Go up to 70%.
And we're back. So, captain on the field here, and it is going to be a Flakverling from Reakly. Bold choice. You only get 2 AT shots these days. I don't know what that works out to in bazookas. But I feel like I haven't seen US players going for bazookas like as hard as they used to, for sure. Reakly adding on Panzerjäger next. So, and just in time for the Greyhound. So Reakly's Spidey sense tingling. Did we lose you?
Glorious, I muted myself.
There you are. Welcome back.
I talked into the void, but that's okay. I just said that I enjoy the 8-red in the recent days. And I wish we would see more of it. But yeah.
Yeah, you know, game is paused for me. No, it's not. Just kidding. Nothing. Literally nothing was happening. Every unit was stationary. That was weird. Yeah, I was gonna say I really do like the mechanized, the mechanized company for the DAC these days. I mean, I think it's got good tools, including the 8-rad and the Stug. It takes a little longer to get to, which can leave you in a weird spot if your opponent goes for, for the British, for example, right? They can get out a Stuart the same time that you've got your 8-rad on the, or your Stug or your 8-rad on the field, depending on fuel. Long story short, I agree with you, and I'm curious to see how this Flakverling works out. I mean, he's only up against a Greyhound, so he doesn't have to worry about long-range poke. And he's keeping his Panzerjäger close, so...
Yeah, but still, you have to be super careful, man. Ground out means AT gun could be out next, and then... you could die really quickly.
Yeah, for sure. That mine on the bottom side is dangerously close to the Weasel, but I don't think it'll trigger it if it just rolls forward.
Nope. Should not trigger it, but you never know, man. Hitboxes are sometimes weird in Chrome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right about that mine being specifically for the Weasel. It's not quite in a spot to hit infantry. Uh-oh.
Go down, got snared. We have a Schreckjäger, by the way. A little bit too early for my liking. Usually I would rather get it once the first medium hits the field, because of the accuracy. It's hard to hit the Greyhound. Weasel is dead.
Yep. Beautiful mine placement.
The good old anti-Weasel mine.
Well, somehow Reakly doing okay on munitions. I mean, he's got an MG on one of his Panzer Grenadiers already, so it's not the end of the world, but... and I guess he's only 1 minute off his other one, so yeah, I agree. A little too early, but not going to sway things too much. I'm surprised how much our players are fighting over just the bottom fuel and not getting aggressive on those corner fuels as much as I would expect. I mean, I know we saw some moves from Tushkan earlier, but pretty typical, I would say, to see folks getting very aggressive, and a support gun on the way.
And that struggles against super aggressive USF, especially if you play without a 250. I'm not sure if Reakly's playing like the most optimal deck that's possible currently. And that's the reason why he's kind of boxed into this corner. He's like really defensive, he's really scared. And he gives Tushkan a lot of room to breathe.
I mean, it can work on this map, though. I know that we're not seeing our players trading manpower very much, but being defensive like this, if Reakly can hold his fuel, he's going to be happy going into this mid game. And we see them, continuously trading fire on this bottom side, but I don't think ultimately a 5 fuel point is going to make a huge difference in the next 10 minutes. And let me do a quick fuel check here. What do we got? Yeah, pretty close, 30 fuel difference. So nothing to write home about.
League reveals itself. 250 with the Shrekjäger is on a hunting mission. Some mechanized warfare over here. A truck with the quad, or the quad and the 250.
ET gun in a decent spot.
Weakness. We'll get a shot in against the quad. And ground is going in. Might, but it won't be a dead 250. Snare will go off. 250 has to bail.
250 gonna go down to a grenade. I love the grenades.
Yeah, I was not needed. The bar and the Reamo would have done the trick there anyway. So Grail gets away, and Panzerjägers are now in a tough spot. Have to go home.
Yeah, but look at the map. We got red blinking. So that was a nice little distraction technique there, and it's gonna net him some fuel here.
Take the MG away. So Reakly's playing some Wehrmacht gameplay there, Kierpa.
Yeah. And we were mentioning how he's not playing optimally. I think there's something to be said for surprising your opponent. I mean, if your opponent's not ready for MGs, you can play mind games. So this Panzer Grenadier in the top left might be on a bad retreat path. Is he going to get it? Oh my god, last second.
Jesus. By the way, MG got cancelled. It's no will be an AT gun. We have one rifleman with double bar. A little, maybe unknown fact, but if over the weapon is a plus, it's an indicator that this squad has more than one weapon upgraded or picked up.
Where's that plus?
Over the bar icon, there's a little plus. That means there's a second weapon on it. Or maybe a third one.
Oh my god, dude. Seriously, every time we cast together, you teach me something.
Yeah, I recently learned it myself, and I felt so proud of that I needed to share it with the world.
That's big, and I mean, that's readability into what your opponent's doing too. Like, you don't have to click. I mean, often you can kind of just see it happening. You're getting shot by 2 bar rifles from one squad, but that readability is good for the game.
The second bar is actually a huge upgrade. Like, the first bar is like 1.5 times the damage of a single Garand weapon. So it's not or even less, maybe 1.25 times the damage. But the second bar is like increases the damage by far a lot. So it's a huge thing. And readability helps there a lot as well.
So resources gained, our players are dead even, but the victory points is telling a different story. Tushkan has used the USF's used his plentiful squads to control space here, and the victory points are showing it for sure.
Reakly has T4 in the queue and will probably be able to afford a P3 once the attack is done. We have a mod on the feed from Tushkan, and the League is doing actually some nice damage there. Obviously not the best tool to kill models, but the HP damage definitely helps.
Black going up to that one
VP
here.
control for Reakly is lackluster.
Yeah, and you know, the way this game is playing out, it feels like that bottom VP is going to be the spot where we see AT gun finding the Flakverling.
And Flakverling is dead. And no, Reakly has only the MG to control the bow rifleman, and I'm not sure if he's able to do that.
Yeah, things are looking good for Tushkan right now. I mean, he's built himself momentum in this early game. AT gun might be going down here. There are Panzer Grenadiers on the way.
He needs 6-man upgrade. I assume no VSL? Nope, nothing.
Yep. Nothing.
So the riflemen will slowly pull ahead, and it will be really, really.
Well, you know, I was talking about the resources being even, but manpower lost for Reakly is nearly double. He's lost 1,000 more.
Oh.
So I think that's kind of why we're struggling, seeing him struggle to.
Yeah, he's on the struggle
cohesive.
bus.
Yeah, he is, and he's losing his top fuel point here. He is moving to deal with it, but like you said, bar rifles, and there's 4 of them now. Does Tushkan have any infantry upgrades? Just advanced logistics. But look at his fuel. I mean, it's just this map. There's just so much fuel up for grabs. You know, I don't know who got map pick.
I think Reakly had map pick. But P3 is not on the field, and there's only 1 AT gun. Maybe he can get some damage done and make room, or make space rather, for map control. We have a second AT gun on the way for Mr. Tushkan.
Push here from our US player, going to get a nice flank on all of these DAC units.
Retreat Nate.
He's going to pick up a model.
Wow, the form should make it home.
And smoke to make sure that happens. But these other Panzer Grenadiers are actually in a worse position. Does manage to get the favorable retreat path. There is smoke in the path, but riflemen are there too.
Oh, will he make it into the smoke on time? Yes.
Oh!
Yeah,
barely.
Hans will be able to tell some war stories about his glorious escape.
There's that Panzer III, already taken some damage. I think it got in a scuffle with something.
Monta is getting counter-barraged by the League, has to retreat. But Reakly's really behind.
Yeah, and this triple cap's going to be devastating. Because it's going to take him a minute.
Can recover.
Yeah, it's going to take him time to get out of his base here, and that's time he doesn't have. Is that a US mine just chilling in the middle there? Let's see. Yes, it is. Tushkan's got a really forward mine right in the munitions.
And no sweeper from Reakly yet. Keep in mind.
And this P3 might hit it. Oh! Barely gonna stop.
Oh! The home grenadier hit it.
Almost a double, too.
P3 is going greedy mode! No Reakly like today! Bye-bye.
Uh-oh. AT guns repositioning. P3. Those arcs are huge. Oh my god, he's still alive. ISG helping out. Panzer Grenadiers with a grenade gonna clear him out. Panzer III takes 1 shot, lives.
And home grenadier dies on Reakly throws in the towel.
Oh, and there's the surrender. Wow. Well, that game was awesome. I don't care that it was short. I don't care that it was one-sided. Toronto Coastline in a final. Let's go.
Yeah. Ah, we already live? You're way faster than me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in game number 2 between Reakly and Tushkan. My name is Olvadi, and joining me today is Mr. Fancy Josh. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm even more excited because we get to cast Toronto Coastline twice in a final. I'm so happy.
I'm seeing my favorite battle group from Tushkan. Last Stand was picked. I love
my
this battle
goodness.
group.
And opening Double Pioneer into Stern Pioneer. You know, somebody posted on Reddit the other day about a build, and they said, build Pios first, then upgrade. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I'm excited to see what build Tushkan has in mind. Now, he's played Wehrmacht pretty much every game this tournament, as far as I know. And Reakly, interestingly enough, picking British, despite USF being the dominant choice throughout this tournament.
Yeah, I think Reakly is more, or is more of a fan of the Antilles and Western Front armies, but that's too cold, too brainish. I mean, of the British and the deck. He really enjoys those two factions more than the USF and the Wehrmacht one, even though he's really able to play those factions to a really high standard as well.
Yeah, I know there's something to be said of playing what's fun. You know, I know we're in a high level tournament, but you know, you gotta get some. You gotta enjoy what you do, right? So if he's gonna play these off brand factions, I'm down.
A little bit of a house game here in the middle, but Tushkan not eager to play games.
Yeah, and playing really bunched up is Tushkan. Makes sense. I mean, Wehrmacht, you want to kind of hold hands with your units, but it's very, very grouped up here. And again, I guess both players not playing super aggressive in this early game. We don't see them trying to steal away fuel, dive each other's lines, nothing like that.
First shots were fired, or real shots were fired on the 5-pointer, but Reakly disengaging there. Tushkan trying to find some angles there. Maybe he's taking the engagement here, but he's fighting against green cover with no cover, and he decides to back off.
And Pioneers trying to fight at maximum range. That's not going to go well. So where's Tushkan going to go with this battle group? I mean, it's not all about the Pioneers.
Well, I love to play it with, like, I play Triple Grenadier.
Well, you know, I put Elephant out last.
Triple Grants here. I'm back. And then I convert one Pioneer into the Stern Pioneer, that with the lowest HP, because if you convert and they get full HP.
No heal required. Yeah.
And then tier 2 with Jaegers and last battle. The 10% bonus damage is really handy on long range infantry squads.
Yep, especially sitting in cover. I was gonna ask. Oh, I was gonna put out in the world. I put out Elephant last game, and let's hope for a Borgward. We're not gonna see it, but can hope. Maybe some demo charges.
The best unit in this battle group, the Borgward.
By far. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
Sadly, they fixed the bug with it where you could put the demo inside of buildings where it could be swept.
Oh, man. That's probably for the best.
No, let me have my bug exploits, Gerpo.
Alright, so we got infantry officer quarters on the way. Reakly did open that double Pioneer, and, I think last time you and I cast a game together, we were kind of talking about how double Royal Engineer isn't that strong. It didn't feel right, but I think players are liking it. I mean, you get a little bit more capturing power. I don't know. I see it more often than I would expect. But man, what a blue map!
Yeah, I know with attacking spirit, heal is on those squads as well, while capturing.
Flamethrowers for both players. Gonna trade out here. And that is quite the blob from Tushkan.
We have a Humber on the way.
And Tushkan just now teching up.
Big push now on the top side. With Veterancy 1, there's a lot of firepower for Tushkan. He can blob Reakly off the map quite easily.
Yeah, and Reakly just trying to delay here. The longer this fight goes, the better it is for Reakly, because Tushkan does not currently control his fuel.
He went Luftwaffe, but he's still a little bit off from the 2-2-1, and I assume when he'll go for 2-2-1 with Panzerbüchse right away.
Yep, does seem likely. Now, victory points. Reakly out to an early lead here, no surprise there. He's had pretty dominant map control. I'm surprised he's not getting hyper aggressive with this Humber. Maybe I mean, I guess he's just being cautious, but I'm wondering if he might
double Pioneer or triple Pioneer if you count the Sturm as well. No STG on the Sturm yet. There's a chance for a mine, right? And you really don't hit him and lose then the tempo.
Yep, very true. Scout car on the field, being
And
instantly
Panzerbüchse.
upgraded. Yep.
As expected.
And infantry training on the way for Reakly. So pretty standard so far.
Oh, Reakly pre-firing the obvious mine spot with the flamer. But no mine was put down. So the Earth got torched. But there was no mine. Engagements are still mainly focused on the top side.
Grenade? Not going to connect with those grenadiers.
Nothing happened.
Nice hype.
Nice hype for nothing. Flamer Pioneers pushing. Leads the merge though soon. Maybe not. Man, the damage gets so evenly spread that not even a single Pioneer model dropped.
Yeah, I think that's actually bad for Tushkan. Oh, what a nice grenade from Reakly in predicting his opponent's move off the grenade trigger. Grenade voice line there. So nicely done. Gonna grab 4 grenadiers off that squad.
Yeah, Tushkan still having a hard time getting on the map. Toronto Coastline is a high pressure map. If you can't cope with the pressure, you can get resource starved really, really quickly.
Yeah,
does it have
quick
higher fuel than this normal 1v1 map? I'm not really familiar with Toronto.
This is the standard map. I mean, oh, you mean more fuel than like a normal map?
Yeah, I mean.
So you have like 20 fuel guaranteed, which is not guaranteed, but you get my point. It's hard to get your opponent's fuel, and that is definitely higher than most maps. I think that, I mean, a map like Pacino Stalemate, I mean, you can get 40 or 30 pretty consistently. You can make that happen. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of in the middle. What makes this map unique is just how guaranteed it is, right?
Yeah, fair enough. So we have the STG now, or the infrared STG on the Stern Pioneer. I have to say that's the only thing that really annoys me in this battle group. Since not much is going on. Ah, here we go, engagement. No, Flamer Pioneer was pushed off. That the Scrapping the Barrel battle group has some high-tech, some Wunderwaffen theme with the STG with infrared. Feels not fitting. Anyway.
Yeah, it might be like more, maybe if they had like a plunder, you know, they just got whatever weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's a really strong upgrade though. It not only increases your overall damage output, but also adds a 4th model to your squad.
Plus,
and Stern Pioneer models are really tanky.
Well, and they also get, I think the STG gives the 10% harder to hit as well.
Yeah, it also gives you detection.
So it's just really, really good. Grenade in the retreat path of those Stern Pioneers, not quite.
Nothing.
Yeah. Grenadiers are going to stand in it, though.
Tushkan going tier 2.5, maybe Wirbel. We have no tech yet from Reakly. Reakly getting a 4th infantry section in the meantime.
And he does have that AT gun, so would be ready for something like a Sturmpanzer. There's a mine on the bottom side. Is that a German mine? Nope. It's a British mine.
Only 1 model on the Pioneer. That's really unlucky.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, poor Tushkan. Was lucky with his Flamer Pioneer, but not lucky with his Gren. No, that was a Pioneer, right? Not a Gren.
Yeah, just a Pioneer, but still unlucky. So, resource check here. Tushkan's behind by about 400 manpower, but and about 50 fuel. So, I mean, that tells the story. We've seen Reakly controlling the map pretty well. Victory points are ahead, so...
Vibble on the way. And heal bunker. But because Tushkan was fully forced off of the map, Reakly will easily recapture the whole map in mere seconds. Or capture the whole map in seconds, not really a recapture there.
And Tushkan did go for Barguard, but I think he's just quickly going down to either the New Wolf or Overwatch or potentially Scavenge Doctrine.
I don't even know what the other thing does. Like, Neighborhood for Overwatch is so incredibly strong that they never pick the other one. I know I feel guilty about that. We have a Verbal on the field.
A big push. Oh, maybe not. He's going to split his focus, Tushkan is.
Reakly cancelled his tier 3 attack. He's now getting a second AT gun.
Interesting. I wonder why.
It's hard to use tanks on this map against double AT gun. Their AT guns can cover a large part of the map relatively easily.
Yeah, at the same time, I think for fast-moving vehicles like the Humber or Crusader, you can kind of go around. And I know Matilda is... Oh, this is a nice little flank from Tushkan here. He's going to find a mine.
Yeah, AT gun is set up though. Keep in mind, Tushkan has nades. Reakly has nades, so he can't really all in there. Could smoke the AT gun off though with the Jaeger.
Bad retreat path for these infantry section. Verbalin not helping though.
Oh no!
Mine.
And it dropped STG.
Man.
Big push now. Vibble gets picked though. And Tushkan throws in the toe.
Wow. That was an unceremonious end to that game. Wow. Well played by Reakly.
Oh, look at the KD, man. Poor Tushkan.
I know it. Yeah, and the efficiency tells the story too. So, yeah, well played by Reakly.
Yeah, score 1-1, and we will be back with game number 3 in a couple of seconds.
All right, so we're 1-1, right? Yes.
It's 1-1, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for game number 3 between Reakly and Tushkan. My name is Alvade, we are online, and joining me today is Mr. Frenchy Josh. How are you doing, my friend?
Very good. Man, those first 2 games were fun on a map we don't get to see very often. And now we're on Longra, which, yeah, I'm just enjoying seeing these, you know, not necessarily meta choices from our 2 players here. I think, you know, I know you host the meta plays, and you like to promote that, you know, the map bans and the faction swapping, and you know, I like your rules, but I also think that this is a fresh take on the tournament scene of, you know, anything in the map pools up for grabs and no counter bans, and it leads to some cool and interesting games that we don't always get to see. So
it would be boring if we had all the same rules. I like that tournament organizers are thinking differently how to approach hosting events. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm definitely in for that. To be fair, Langres is an interesting map though. It's high tempo. It has its flaws, but it's a high tempo map, and I like high tempo maps, so I'm really eager to see it.
And looks like Tushkan's going to be competing for this bottom side fuel potentially here early. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Reakly is just going to take that left fuel, getting some early sandbags. You know, this map reminds me of Twin Beaches and the way the game plays out around the major fuel points. But the pretty major difference there is that the fuel points on Twin Beaches are only 8. Well, I say only.
There were 10.
Yeah, they were, and they nerfed it.
Yeah, to make it more inline. I'm not sure why. I still feel like I don't mind having high fuel maps in the map pool, but it is what it is. Yeah. The biggest difference, though, is the VP layout. COH3 Langres has the 3 VPs, which are all neutral, so there's no favorite position to get a VP, which makes the game really aggressive and focused towards those VPs, and the fuels just happen to be in place, I would say.
And kind of a blue map here. I mean, I say that. He's grabbing the cutoff point, which is absolutely critical to control for Tushkan. And, you know, before the game, you were talking about this top spawn being punishing. Do you want to expand on that? Is it because of this point?
Exactly, this is it. It's the famous Langres cutoff. I think people who are around since COH1 know this cutoff, where you lose your cutoff there. You lose not only your all resource income, but it also makes it incredibly hard to leave your base. And then there's green cover covering the point that you have a really hard time attacking which makes retaking the cutoff really frustrating.
Big sprawling battle here, a bunch of one-on-ones almost. And it looks like Reakly's going to pretty decisively win this. You know, so I don't know who...
Go down. Nope.
I don't know which player chose this map. I'd be curious. And yeah, this is the class. This is you know, I just had a game yesterday that looked very, very similar to this. And I was Wehrmacht.
Yeah,
so
Wehrmacht has to play. I think this is one of the reasons why we have to fix position rules. Obviously, I don't know much about COH3 tournament hosting. It was way beyond my time. Like, 2010 was... I was not that old. But I think it's because of how the maps were laid out that basically meant USF on the bottom spawn meant Wehrmacht will lose the game no matter what on a high-level game. So they introduced the fixed position rules that Wehrmacht had a fighting chance against USF early game.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
Kind of stuck with us forever since then.
Well, it was Reakly's whole game plan. I mean, I wasn't picking up on it as it was happening, but once he had control of the cutoff point, I mean, he did not... Reakly gave up the right side knowing he was going to try to take the cutoff point. And it very cool. Very cool planning.
Reakly played incredibly well. He played the map really well, but he was slowly a bit forced off. But Tushkan has now a lot of map retaking ahead of him. And Reakly will have a lot of resources for speed taking.
What's the disparity right now? I can check too. 10? Only 10?
Only? Okay, never mind. No
I mean, I guess... Reakly? Yeah, I mean, he did have control of the 2 points for a little while there, so that kind of offset the not having any control, apparently. So MG's gonna... Oh, NG facing the wrong way.
We have more base RT coming down.
4 infantry sections. That is not... Oh, 5 infantry sections. Holy cow.
Okay, that's something I haven't seen in a really long time. 5 infantry sections is really unusual.
Yeah, so he's going to be struggling for manpower. I mean, that's going to be like having a hard time getting out AT guns and tanks later on. I mean... Yeah,
well,
I don't know that I've ever seen this. Say that again?
It depends on well he trades, though. Like, the thing is why blobbing is so effective is oftentimes you win the engagement so hard that you don't lose any manpower. That's why there's like why we say there's a golden rule where we have play 3 mainline infantry and not only 2 for mainline infantry. Obviously for attacking speed, but also because that's basically the sweet spot where you win engagements sufficiently enough that you don't bleed manpower, but you don't overinvest. Because with only 2 model squads, you might tech faster, but you will lose so many more engagements that you bleed in the end more manpower than you would have done with 3 squads. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. No, it does make sense. Yeah, and the cutoff continues, man. And there's the surrender. Oh, no. What another unceremonious game. I mean, 5 infantry squads for the win. Didn't need to trade, didn't need to drop manpower, so... Wow. Well, thank you. We'll be right back, folks.
Yeah. 2-1 for Reakly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for game number 4 between Tushkan and Reakly. We are on Road to Tunas. My name is Alvadi, and joining me today is Mr. Fancy Josh. How are you doing, my friend?
You know, this tournament has been short and sweet, and I've kind of, it has been fresh for me. I know that we all love to see those epic 50-minute games with all the big tanks. But we've seen some cool maps today. We've seen some, a difference in builds and some fun strategies. So I've really been enjoying this cast so far, and I hope our viewers have as well.
I'm having a blast. By the way, is the Pie having a new skin? Like, I thought first it's the winter camo, but there's no wood on their back. They just have a standard backpack. Is this the new map, new skin pack?
They got wood on their back, don't they?
The Grenadiers, the Pioneers not. I thought the Pioneers also have a wood on their backpack. Never mind. Nubaldi strikes again.
Oh, good times.
So...
Double scout opening here for Tushkan, which I feel like has fallen out of favor a little bit. I could definitely see it on this map because of how much space you have to work with on the edges, where you're not going to run into trouble. So it's going to let him get out to a quick capture here. You're already going to have fuel control.
A second rifleman on the way. Double scout will help with the cap power for sure. Reakly playing standard. Wehrmacht currently, double grenadiers out. I'm expecting a third really soon.
And Tushkan locking in the airborne battle group, so I think we're going to see Pathfinders. Did he take that tech?
Yep, he went airdropped MGs.
Okay. Take it back. Take it all back.
No worries, no worries. So, Reakly is falling back from the middle. Not sure if he can hold it with the rifleman trained flank there. Oh, gets even the model pick before the grenadier enters into the building. That's unlucky, man.
Yeah, and the second grenadier
it won't
not contributing
much, but still, yeah. Okay, for the next 10 minutes, those two squads will shoot at each other and nothing will happen.
Scouts decided to get involved and almost ate a model for it.
Grenadier now pinned down in the middle by rifleman fire. Third Gren is on the field. Third rifleman is on the field as well.
And not such a quiet opening this time. Infantry officer quarters up next. Flamethrowers on the Pioneers again. You know, Reakly's been liking this. Both players have been building early flamethrowers, I feel like.
Flamer is... I still think Flamer on Wehrmacht Pioneer is such an interesting choice. It's so micro-intense to get effective use out of it due to the low HP free model squad.
Yeah, and I don't know. When I see Flamethrower, I think bonus damage to units and buildings, and this map doesn't really say that to me. I know that there are a few buildings, but the fights don't always focus around them. Pioneers hopping out of the building, getting reinforced.
Nice, well played by Reakly. Full retreat down from Tushkan. Well, Flamer also deals bonus damage against units in green cover, right? So there's plenty of green cover.
Very true. Scouts being annoying on the bottom side, grabbing away some, what I like to call guaranteed munitions points. Which is to say, connected to his base, going to make those grenadiers have to go back and deal with it.
Do you have game sound turned off? Just asking, because chat says there is no game sound.
I can hear my own game sound.
So maybe
turn it up.
Turned off on Discord.
Checking. I don't think... Is that even possible for me to do? On my end? I don't think so.
I have no idea. I know that our tech guy could have turned it off by accident. Maybe I'm wrong, though.
Alright, well, I'm going to keep casting and let me know... Somebody let me know.
Yeah.
Chat or... yeah.
A stream with technical difficulties would be boring, so it's fine.
So we're up to 4 riflemen here. Bar's up next.
Oh, really old school build there from Tushkan. 4 riflemen. Really long tier 1 build order.
Yeah, and with paratroopers, that's telling me that he's just going to drop... Like, he picked this battle group to drop in AT guns.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I feel like is going to happen here.
It's a tier 1, tier 4 play, 100%.
Have a machine gun on the field. Reakly does have Luftwaffe. Yes. Yes.
It's an interesting question, though, now how Reakly reacts to that. I think Reakly will realize that what Tushkan's plan is once he sees the 4th rifleman. And I think he has seen it now. Like, will think, okay, what's the game plan from Tushkan? He's getting a 2-1 obviously will be really, really helpful.
Nice little move here by Tushkan to grab the cutoff point. He's going to have to give it up, though. Pioneers on a bad retreat path.
Should
Barely
make it
gonna
home,
escape.
though.
And Scouts going for the fuel. While those riflemen screen off the Grenadiers, so nice little move here. Gonna potentially deny some resources. Meanwhile, bottom side, Grenadiers trying to get the fuel back. Not really gonna happen, though. Infantry off, infantry support center and grenades next.
Yeah. Tushkan really leaning into the infantry there with grenade tag, but with 4 riflemen it kind of makes sense. He has 210 ammo in the bank, so I assume once he has IC up, he can get the second bar, or do you need a second tag for that?
I'm not seeing anybody else.
On the MG42, grenades are out for Tushkan. Reakly reacting only now. MG should make it home though. Oh, nicely thrown grenade. We'll get the MG42. Slightly into the retreat path. And grenade on the right. Bye-bye, Grenadier.
Oh my goodness, what a huge play for Tushkan. And now a scout car gonna eat a AT grenade in the middle. Nobody able to collapse on it though, so we'll escape. And I'm seeing a couple of folks say the sound is low.
Yeah.
We'll start working on that.
But that was an amazing engagement for Tushkan. He not only got a grand wipe, but also a stolen MG42. That supports Reakly really behind now.
And it's going to be a motor pool. I think he might have changed his strategy, seeing what just happened.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a Greyhound or a Chaffee to try and close this out.
Or he changed again his plan. He just cancelled tier 3.
Oh, fine, Tushkan. Be unpredictable. It's fine. All right. Well, Reakly does have breakthrough battle group, and pushing hard into his opponent's base, but I don't think that's a place you want to be. AT gun being dropped in here.
Yeah. Oh, AT gun being combat dropped.
Should be okay, though. Scout car does need to get out of there.
Yeah, 2-1 will get away easily. Jaeger with G43s are on the field, smoke there.
Nice little mine here. Whose is that? Reakly. Man, these guys plant some really aggressive mines and somehow make it work. It's really fun to see.
Yeah, Tushkan, since he has no vehicles, he never built a Pioneer, so there will be a lot of foot-based mine sweeping.
Mine gonna pick up a model off the AT. Cracky packages all over. Man, I'm actually a little sad that Tushkan canceled the motor pool. I think that could have been a really nice tempo play.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still ahead. Survival training up next.
Can you turn up your in-game sound?
Let me try. I didn't pause. We're going.
We're going. I keep casting.
There
Not
we go.
much is
We're
going on though.
Good time. Good time to ask.
Like we have planned that. Tushkan now getting advanced logistics, so he's really doubling down on the infantry squads, which makes sense with 4 riflemen, stolen MG42, and AT gun, and captain. Double scout. There's a lot of things to reinforce.
And what is? Oh, AT grenade. I was like, there's a mine back here? No, there's not. All right, flamethrower is going to get on the rifleman in the building in the center here.
Smoke from the Jaegers coming in handy.
Yeah, nice smoke there. Isolating this fight.
And now he should be able to gain the control over the big building. But I'm not
sure
sure
he
if he can hold it. There's still a lot of firepower. He's trying to dance around it. Gets the grenade of the MG. Nope.
The model got picked.
Tried to throw it. Died.
And smoke from the scouts actually covering the Grenadiers' retreat.
However, Tushkan goes back into the building with the flamer there and decides to leave. No real damage was made.
Nice grenade over the top of the building, trying to get something done. Scout car's here, not engaging. AT gun moving forward.
Who onto them was used? Man, they're still fighting about this building.
Meanwhile, scouts are grabbing the cutoff points. Not able to finish it with the scout car there.
But retreat off from Reakly. Tushkan was able to gain the upper hand in this engagement. And he gets survival training. So both infantry upgrades are out. I hope, guys, you brought some snacks, because I think we have a long game in our hands. At least Tushkan is preparing for a really long game.
And that's not a spot you want to be as a Jaeger.
Yeah. One rifleman has double barrel. He transferred off one grenade. He lost one grenade. Never mind, I thought he transferred one off.
Yep. And Verbal Wind is here. Moving down to that bottom side. AT gun in the middle.
Yeah, 2-1 has to run. Nade's nicely dodged in the middle. On the cutoff.
Yeah, Reakly making a good decision here. He knows he's cut off. It's going to be really hard for him to hold this area, so he's moving to that bottom side. Scout car is going to go down to the AT, though.
That was really bad micro, though. He was one shot away from death. Why did he drive forward? Don't be like that, Reakly. And second AT gun.
Don't be like us plebs, you know? We,
Exactly. So Wibble is now applying pressure on the flank. We'll get an AT gun shot in, though. It's a veteran C1 AT, so focus sight is an option. If he picked that.
Captain Artillery Barrage coming down, gonna whiff. And man,
Flamer
Tushkan's been able
to...
to...
MG42.
Tushkan's been able to hold this area forever, it seems like. But again, I mean, despite this beautiful containment, Reakly's able to get onto that bottom side and get his critical fuel, so...
Reakly might think about getting officer quarters for tier 2. Jaegers with veteran C get really nasty towards riflemen.
So I'm seeing some of these riflemen have poured on them, and I'm wondering what your thoughts are on that ability.
It's strong. I think it's more of an anti-panzer grenadier ability. I think against Jaegers you kind of want to have sprint. At least on paper, because long range Jaegers win against riflemen, but not short range. But that's really like theoretical, and I'm not really sure which is the best approach there.
Gone mirroring the movements of that Verbal Wind in the Fog of War using sound. Love to see it.
Verbal is though in the base, needs to get some repair done. With Double Pioneer will be done quickly though, so we'll be back in action soon. Reakly unlocked Blitzkrieg. I'm not sure if he wants to stall into Tiger, like the good old days. It's really expensive now.
Yeah, especially
without
with
tier
the...
4.
Yep.
Retreat, Nate?
Oh! Might be dead. Oh
he
my
didn't
god.
chase! He would have gotten it.
Speaking of chasing, Verbal Wind finding some scouts. AT guns aren't really ready for it, but Reakly doesn't really know that. You know, and Reakly can just...
will go down. No, merge in time from Reakly. Damn, that was impressive, but the bars are still doing a lot of damage.
You know, Tushkan not having engineers is letting Reakly dive.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for heavy play. Second Verbal is now on the field. AT guns are on the other side. Pioneer gets smoked though.
That was a Vet 3 Pioneer. Where are the AT guns, man? Okay, now they're on the bottom side.
Oh, they're out of position. Third AT gun got combat drop. Reakly used Blitzkrieg, some more rate of fire on the Wirbelwind. And Wilbovin does not care about your feelings.
AT guns facing each other.
He
That's a
might
dead
get one
verbal.
Wilbur. One Wilbur goes down, AT gun got the group, but it's not really worth. However, if he's able to see one, that would be huge. Tier 2 players can't build AT guns.
And Scouts trying to cover off this third AT gun with smoke, but it is going to go down here. Verbalwind's still sitting on the point. Other AT gun... Where is the other AT gun? Coming back out of base.
But the smokes... I think the Scouts will... Or was it...
Yeah, it was a smoke.
If he gets the AT gun, that would be huge.
I don't think he's going to get it.
There's
It's going to be rough.
Jäger. Could smoke it off and check it again. If he gets it, it would be so huge.
Here comes the sprint, looking for an AT grenade. I think he's not going to get it.
And nah, he should make it. AT gun
gun
gets picked up
trying.
again. Gets
He's in the arc.
one more shot.
Oh my god, that fight was so scrappy.
Oh, what a messy engagement, but Tushkan pulled ahead. For sure, he got the wipe on the one Wilbur. Wilbur taking a weird path, backing up.
AT
So
gun
lucky
wasn't...
that Tushkan didn't have AT gun's position there.
Oh my god, that was a disaster engagement for Reakly, despite how cool the play was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was trying to split Tushkan's attention, and it worked.
He was not expecting the third AT gun.
Yep, and there were just enough AT grenades and smoke. I mean, well played. Tushkan holding on. You know, sometimes I see these high-level players just have an engagement like that and think to myself that I would have folded in like 3 seconds. I would have lost the game right there as US.
It's impressive, man, the speed that they micro. It's something you really... Once you see it, you can't unsee it and stop appreciating how fast they are. Especially Reakly, that he's incredibly fast.
So triple
Tushkan's
cap.
still able to play, or is still applying a lot of pressure. Triple cap in his favor.
300 points to go. Reakly's gonna go for this top side point, it looks like. But those AT guns are just gonna dominate the center of the map here, and this Verbalwind has to keep basically avoiding the situation. Look at that veterancy for Tushkan's army. I mean, that's telling the story of this game. Oh, and the AT finding the Verbalwind.
That 2 AT gun, man, is such a bully unit.
What do they get? Let's see.
I think it's rate of fire.
Yeah.
Such an important stat on AT guns.
Yep, that one extra shot in an engagement can make all the difference. Reducing your opponent's reaction time, or the time that the window that they have to react, is just huge. Tank depot, as expected.
I think it would be the perfect game to go for 105 Sherman. Like, he knows there were two verbal. Map control was slightly advantage, or was in favor of Tushkan for some time. So there's not any risk of any tanks. And Reakly went tier 2, so there's no AT gun. Which makes the 105 a really strong unit. By the way, nice retreat late, but only one model.
The cutoff point's going to be stolen once again here. Man, I really want to take a look at the fuel discrepancy.
Let me check.
I suspect it's significant.
Not that much. Tushkan has only 30 fuel advantage, more of 30 more gathered fuel. However, keep in mind, Reakly played tier 0.5 with 2 Wilbolts, so...
Yep. Oh, and the Jaegers... Oh my god, once again, living with one shot remaining. And there's the Luftwaffe officer quarters that you were suggesting.
It's risky though, like...
Uh-oh. Grenadiers on USF fuel point. That is not the place you want to be.
Kids, remember, you have to control to some degree your retreat path, otherwise it will be really unhealthy.
Oh man, grenade gonna miss. Are they gonna live? I don't. Oh no, it's gonna be close.
Should not.
Okay, it wasn't close.
It wasn't close. Man, they got wrecked. Vanilla Sherman on the way from Tushkan. He's playing it safe, but I still think going 105 Sherman would be the the better choice. Maybe not the more obvious choice, but it's surely the better choice. But Reakly's not even playing that long.
Yep. And there's the surrender. Yeah, just, man, that early MG loss translated into just a struggle to control, and then the crazy dive with the blitz was awesome, but didn't end up working out. What a game. What a game. And even damage dealt. Wow.
Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with the ace game in a couple of seconds. It's 2-2, so see you in a sec. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's game number 5. We are back on Toronto Coastline. It looks like Reakly really likes this map. My name is Olvadi, and joining me today is Mr. Fancy Joe. How are you doing, friend?
I get to cast 3 Toronto Coastline games. Sign me up. Sign me up. So, I mean, you know, the first 2 games on this map didn't go the distance. We saw players kind of lightly skirmishing for that bottom point. And then once the allied player got control of that top corner fuel from his Axis opponent, the game typically ended pretty quickly after that. And Tushkan going with a unique opening here. Australians.
Aussies. They're expensive, 300 a piece. However, you don't have to build tier 1. So you can get initially more squads out than you in enemy.
Yeah, I mean, I cast a game recently with Aussies, and somebody was commenting that saying, you know, they do scale, and I'm over here thinking they don't have snare, but that doesn't mean they don't scale, and I'm curious what your thoughts are on the trade-off.
Well, I rarely get snares over Brits. Unless I'm performing poorly and I need a file safe, I get snares. Otherwise, I don't get them until like minute 25, 30. So I don't mind it. They scale well. They have decent veterancy. The sniper shot is incredibly strong. At Vet 2 or Vet 3, you snipe always a model with it. So you can confirm retreat kills with it. The scout rifle are incredibly strong against units in cover.
Reakly doing that tricky mine again. He walked around the fuel point and then planted a mine.
Let's see if Tushkan will fall for it once again. However, no ultralight.
Reakly being left alone enough to get down some sandbags on the center points, and Aussies are revealed finally here.
Yeah,
so
but he
Reakly
can't
knows
take
what
the
he's up against.
engagement there. I think the more interesting question about Aussies is how well they perform compared to infantry sections with Reakly upgrade. I think it's a lot of utility is missing there.
Aussies ripping these grenadiers up.
Especially with Royal Engineer support. Reakly has to go home.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the squad count here and feeling like there should be another infantry section out. I don't actually know what the math works out to. Oh, I see. He added on a... He added the building, and now it's an infantry.
It
yeah.
just feels so weird to get just one infantry sections for snare. It's then such an expensive upgrade. The grenade one. Maybe for Reakly upgrade, for vision. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It
Well,
just feels odd.
Let's see if he's got a pretty clear-cut plan for this. We'll keep an eye on the infantry section here, and I wonder if he's going to go for a second one. I mean, I guess that was Reakly that went 5. Never mind. Mine going to catch. Nice.
Good old minesweeping by stepping onto them.
Yep.
The Soviet way. Kiepa.
And Tushkan going for a cutoff on this fuel, but he's going to have to capture a whole bunch more points for that to work.
Feels more like a resource denial.
A distraction certainly means bringing back 3 squads.
It might be the wipe on the Pioneer on retreat, depending on how the dice rolls.
He needs to retreat right now. He doesn't know it, though. Uh-oh.
In the incoming Doom, he retreats though off.
He saw it. He saw him.
That. Now tries to go for the other 5-pointer as a decapture.
And look at the blinking red map. I mean, this is a really nice play.
Yeah,
Reakly's got some sneaky stuff. Retreat path looks better this time. And he got both of them. I mean, really nice. It's not huge, but it is something. And really what he did is he brought those squads away from the front line. So, nicely done.
Yeah, Reakly just took the whole map.
And he even managed to get a cheeky mine up by that top fuel. That could catch a vehicle, potentially.
We have a 2-1 on the way. Tushkan has the tech up, could get a Humber now into the queue.
So, I did a little bit of casting of Company of Heroes 2. Nothing serious. And something I remember seeing all the time was lots of field defenses. You'd even see players putting down like demo charges and blowing up hedgerows. And you'd have this like put sandbags, wire them off, like counterplay all the time. Why did that not translate to this game? Am I even on target with that assessment of how Company of Two?
Well,
Heroes
COH3
2
was way more campy. At least in the later stages. Obviously, it had different phases, right? How the meta evolves. However, in COH2, at least in 1v1, in the later years, or final years, tournament-wise, it was relatively campy because long-range infantry got favored, so you couldn't take engagements unless you were fighting a decent long-range engagement. Nearly all mainline infantry could build sandbags, and you could cap at the same time. That's something they removed in COH3 later on. I think that makes a difference. Oh, 2-1 might go down.
Oh,
nice attack on ground. Oh my god, that was incredibly well played by Tushkan. But he hits and nobody cares about the mine hit there. He needs to get some distance though between himself and the Grants. But yeah, I think cover was just more easily available. And I think you only had to build one piece of cover for a single infantry squad as a sandbag. But
especially with like the Soviets. Yeah. So double flak 30 for Reakly.
Standard tier 2 play. Should help him with map control and as a comeback mechanic. Map control is still really good for Reakly. Tushkan won an important pick there with the 2-2-1. However, he was not able to gain any map control. It kind of shifted even more into Reakly's favor. And I'm expecting soonish an 8-Rad. At least we have mech being picked. And 8-Rad, or mech with 8-Rad, kind of had its renaissance in this patch again.
So, yeah, I mean, Reakly out to a really strong start here. But I think we're in for some spicy potential in this mid-game because Reakly, dropping the 2-2-1, but has map control, so that could translate into some earlier techs. I expect Tushkan to come out with a slight lead here once he gets his map control back, but I don't know. What are we looking at resource-wise? Let's see. Oh, it's substantial. 50 fuel.
And double flag will be a problem on this map. Tushkan investing at the second infantry squad, or a second infantry section. Maybe Reakly again for some artillery. But double flag will be a problem. Maybe a mortar.
Ooh,
obviously,
Humber.
Brit mortar not something you want to get.
Humber taking substantial damage there. Very aggressive with these flak 30s, at least on that bottom side, and it's working out for him. And it's the reason it's working is because Tushkan has to go to the top side. I mean, he has to go get his fuel, and Reakly can abuse that a little bit.
I agree 100%. We have one Reakly upgrade in. It's just I'm trying to figure out what Tushkan could get to contest the flags. The Brit mortar isn't
about
that
losing
great.
a Humber?
Oh, Bren
That's not what he
upgrade.
wanted.
Oh, it's falling apart.
It's gonna be Stewart's.
Stewart, maybe with over repair. And 8-Rad on the field as expected.
Yeah, and Reakly would have no reason, or excuse me, Tushkan would have no reason to expect mechanized here.
Oh, he saw it.
Oh, did he saw the
used
Agra?
the smoke.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah. That's why it was such an incredible kill with the attack on ground.
Yeah,
8-Rad
the
now
attack
out.
ground.
Mortar got cancelled. Stewart's upgrade gets requeued.
2-pounder? No. Yes.
Yes, he can't wait. Reakly's greedy player. He will push it to the base until he beats it.
And there's no snares here.
He
2-pounder.
Can he shoot through the heel? Looks like it.
Smoke, one more shot. Nope. And that's some valuable experience on the 2-pounder. But that is a red map.
Really red.
Yeah, it is a red map. Grenade in the... oh, nice getting out the correct door there to not eat a nade. And now this flak 30's holding Tushkan in his base. What a disaster, man. And you know what? This is what Reakly wanted. Well, Reakly went for the... yeah, there's the surrender. Wow. What a short series, man. But we went the distance, too.
Yeah, all 5 games were played. Look at the KD from Reakly. 24-9.
Yeah, and more than double the manpower lost. What a well-executed strategy by Reakly. I mean, just some beautiful... I mean, he controlled his opponent with one Pioneer. It was just amazing. So, what a great game. So, folks, I think we have a victory screen coming up. Just in case, wanted to thank you all for being here. Big shout out to Ironclad Tournaments for hosting. They've been hosting a lot of tournaments. They got a 4v4. I don't know if it's filled up just yet. They got main and challenger brackets, so be looking out for future events.
Yeah, join their Discord for more information to stay up to date with future events, like the 4v4 event. damn, I'm so hyped for a 4v4 tournament. I know they're a pain in the butt to organize, but they're incredibly fun to cast. And big thank you for inviting me as a caster. I love casting competitive COH3. And yeah, show some love to our Ironclad tournament hosts over here.